Everybody, it's me. So I've got a lot of catching up to do today as far as everything with Foodie Beauty. She's done quite a few videos, most of them food videos. And the one I'm going over today is her healthiest mukbang. And she's eating healthy and hating it. She's hating it. You know how much she loves her fast food. So I wanted to react to the video along with some cool stuff that I found on Twitter. So why don't we just get right into it, shall we? Let me just go ahead and switch on over to Twitter. Just going to show you some brief things that I found, some cool inspirational things and happy things, as well as foodie things. So there's my Twitter. For those who want to find me on Twitter, it's Wild Girl Sarah. How about we start with this from Massimo? Matimus clouds filmed over the Chinese province of Hubei on August 24th, 2023. Look at that. Can you imagine looking up at the sky and seeing clouds that look like that? It's beautiful, it's unusual, it's strange, it's mesmerizing, it's everything. I'd be like, what is going on here? But that's something you don't see every day, hence why I'm sharing it with all of you. So this is from Queen of WTF, the never-ending cycle. So there we have it, folks. There's two of the thumbnails for her videos put together. So she did the healthiest mukbang, and then she did the McDonald's Happy Meal mukbang right directly behind that. So what happened to eating healthy, foodie? We went from healthy food to not healthy food. So I guess the more things change, the more they stay the same, right? Okay, now this is from Donna. This is basically an eye-opening moment. This made me go, wow. Spot the imposter. So is this foodie with the filters taken off? This is how she would really look. So there's filtered foodie. And then there's non-filtered foodie. I think the second one is closer to what she really looks like. We all know the filters do a lot for her appearance and they take a lot of the weight off of her face. So that is foodie if you took some of the filters off. Not all the filters, but at least some of them. Okay, Little Bit says something is off between Foodie and Salah. Everything they're doing feels forced. Lately, she appears miserable. She hasn't advertised Salah's gaming channel. She hardly talks about his company. He doesn't appear in her live streams. Did she find out that he's cheating on her? Well, I don't know about cheating, but it seems to me that I think the magic is all the way gone. I remember back in the beginning when she went to Kuwait, every time he'd walk in the room, she would start glowing. Her face would get red. She would start giggling anytime he was near her. And I haven't seen that from her in a while. So I think her fascination with him has completely faded off. And he's miserable with her. She is miserable with him. And it's just a matter of they can't stand each other, and yet they have to work together to make money. And that's all it is anymore. Okay, and I love these inspirational quotes. From inspirational quotes saying, we don't lose friends, we just learn who our real friends are. I love that. Followed by another one. Walk away from people who put you down. Walk away from fights that will never be resolved. Walk away from trying to please people who will never see your worth. The more you walk away from things that poison your soul, the healthier you will be. So incredibly true. Here's another. Never forget 3 types of people in your life. 1, who helped you in difficult times. 2, who left you in difficult times. 3, who put you in difficult times. Indeed, so true. And I really, really love this one. This one's my favorite. If they miss you, they'll call. If they want you, they'll say it. If they care, they'll show it. And if not, they are not worth your time. I absolutely, absolutely love that. I love this. Cats with jobs. Your call is very important to us. We got call center cat with the built-in headset. Hello, Perfectly Industries, can I help you? Okay, enough with that. We don't want to stay here too overly long. I've still got the video to get to. Let's get on to the actual video. And Foodie trying to be healthy or pretending to be healthy. Let's do this thing, shall we?
And I'm having here some 150 grams of sliced chicken breast with mushroom sauce, broccoli, and mixed veg. And
Okay, right off the bat, either one of those containers by itself would be a meal. She could have had the salad by itself as a meal, or she could have had the entree as a meal. Why have both of those containers, especially at that size? She didn't need a huge salad. She didn't need a huge container of whatever the heck that is on the side. She didn't need both.
a Greek salad. That looks really good. Yummy. So, bismillah. This is like the little vinaigrette they give you here.
And before anybody asks me, do I think that that food will fill her up and she's going to be satisfied with it? No, absolutely not. I think this is just for performance. I think it might be for Salah or to appease the people in her audience that are very worried about her health, that are saying, you can't go on this way, you can't eat this way, you need to start eating healthy. She's trying to appease those VIBs that are getting stressed out over her eating all the fast food that she's eating and showing signs that her mobility is going. She's trying to make them happy for like half a minute. And judging by the next mukbang after this, where she's eating fast food, she's slipping back into her old ways. She's not trying to stay away from the fast food. She's trying to find ways to still incorporate it, which tells me one thing. Bodhi does not want to change. She's not going to change. Whatever it takes, she's going to include the fast food. She's never going to give it up. So as long as she keeps on with the fast food, she's going to continue to be unhealthy.
Yum. I was craving vegetables, honestly, so bad. So bad. That's a huge broccoli.
When has that ever happened? When has she ever craved vegetables? She's gotten on camera and on her live streams and in her videos saying she hates vegetables, hates them. She hates the taste of vegetables. She loves the taste of fast food. But one of the reasons why she hates vegetables is because she has to chew her food. She likes things she can put in her mouth and just straight up swallow it without chewing. But with harder things like vegetables, she has to actually chew her food, and that's just taking too much time out of her day.
Huge. All right, let's dig in. I want a bite of this salad so bad.
No, you don't.
Yum.
Why are you lying?
The feta is like creamy.
Well, what else is it supposed to be? The fat is so creamy. Well, how else do you want it to taste?
No way. Here.
You know what, Foodie? You gotta pick a lane. You get onto the cat for taking the food off your plate. At the same time, you condition her to take food from you when you're doing your mukbangs. You can't get mad at Julia for begging for food when you teach her to beg for food. You, you can't get mad at her for something that you're teaching her. It's okay.
Mmm. had to skip forward because I'm still chewing the broccoli. It's taking forever.
Ooh, the travesty of it all. It's taken me so long to chew this broccoli. I'm sorry that broccoli doesn't have the same consistency as baby food. How horrible you have to actually chew something before you swallow it.
The mushroom sauce has like 42 calories. In case you're wondering. Mm. Mm. I love veggies. So if you haven't seen my vlog, check it out. I went hijab shopping today. Did a try on. We went to this like store. Huge like shopping center. And it was like stairs only. They didn't have any like escalators. There's peas here. I haven't had peas in a while.
You know what, foodie? If you don't want Julia begging for your food, here's a pro tip. Before you start your mukbangs, feed your cat. Put some food out for her. That way she'll stay away from your food.
The pieces I give her don't have any sauce.
But you shouldn't be giving them to her. Don't give your pet human food. Buy them some quality cat food or pet food and put it out for them. But you're teaching her right now that she should come to you if she wants little extra spoiled items. She's looking for the spoils. You're teaching her it's okay. You shouldn't be doing that.
Go eat. So I'm not used to like taking stairs.
Well, let that be a wake up call. You were in an air conditioned store, shopping, looking around at different items for your home, buying the hijabs, and you had to use the doggone stairs. So if going up and down those stairs was a lot for you, and I'm sure that they were, imagine what you'd have to go through if you and Salah were to actually travel together, like all the walking that you would have to do. If you can't manage a set of stairs inside of an air conditioned store, you're not going to make it while traveling. There's not much chance of exploring anything, sightseeing anything. So, depending on how difficult it was, if you can't manage inside of a store, then you're not going to be able to travel. But you know what? Let me just add into that. We know that what's going on right here, right now is performative. You're just trying to act like you care about your health, and you really don't. Because if you really cared, you wouldn't be eating fast food, period. You wouldn't be ordering a takeout. So you did this, salad and meal mukbang, but then you followed it up with a happy meal. I'm sorry, happy meals are not healthy. Why are you eating that? And you try to justify it by saying, oh, it's allowed on Weight Watchers, it's within the points. Why are you even caring about points right now anyway? You're not on the Weight Watchers thing. So you went from like one slightly healthy meal to a completely unhealthy meal in your next video. Again, it's all performance, and a very bad performance at that.
So the building was like 3 floors. And like, so the men's clothing and homes things were upstairs. There was like a bunch of stuff on the main level we didn't really need. Then the women's things like cosmetics and hijab and stuff like that were on the bottom level.
And one thing I did notice about this shopping trip, so she got the hijabs, like the head coverings, but she did not get any new abayas. Could it be because there's no commercial size in any store that you could find to buy to wear? Chantal, you should really think about that. You're getting to a size where you're outgrowing the biggest size abaya that's available, to the point where if you want anything bigger, you have to have it custom made. Is that not a warning sign that maybe you should slow down with your eating and start slimming down versus bulking up?
But I did it. But by the time I got to the top, I was like, and then I had to walk around the store and I couldn't sit. Hey, no, you have no manners. No. Over here. It's like a lemon vinaigrette on the salad. Go. So I know you're probably thinking, what the heck? I mean, it's no mystery that I'm not in the best shape. I am working on it. Just why.
No, you're not. You're not working on it. I would believe you that you're working on it if you showed any proof that you're working on it. If you did videos showing yourself working out at home or somewhere else, like taking long walks, I would believe you. I would say, yeah, she's working on it. If I saw videos from you showing yourself eating consistent, healthy meals, I would believe you also. I've not seen any proof of you working on it. Doing one single video showing yourself eating a salad and this entree, that's not working on it. Because if you're sitting there eating this meal and then you're completely sedentary, you're not doing anything, you're not going anywhere, you're not burning off those calories. You're not decreasing your calorie intake. The calorie intake is still the same. You're probably not getting any sleep, which, for those who are curious, sleep does have a factor to play in losing weight. You got to get proper sleep, because if you don't get proper sleep, you wake up tired. What do, folks? You crave carbs because your body is sluggish and it's saying we need energy. And so it's going to crave carbs and sugar for fuel just to get you through the day. She stays up all night for whatever reason. She's not getting proper sleep. What that's leading to is an increase in cortisol, which is the fat hormone. So, like, she's doing everything wrong. And she's not looking at each and every little thing and saying, what can I do better? What's wrong here? How can I fix this? She continues to do everything wrong, which leads to more weight gain, which leads to more health problems.
I'm trying to eat healthier. Well,
By the way, Chantal, eating one decent meal does not cancel out 20 unhealthy meals. Just like drinking that little bottle of water is not going to cancel out drinking thousands of calories in juice and sugary drinks. You got to be consistent with what you do in order to get results.
So I know I'll get there. Julia, why are you cute? Um, yeah, I just have to keep at it.
But you don't, because directly after this video, you did a McDonald's video. Y'all want to see real quick? I'm going to react to this too. Here, let me show you. Like, so she did this healthy video and got her VIBs all kinds of happy. And then she did this. And then she did this. We ate McDonald's. Why are we eating friggin' McDonald's? And what is the drink? Y'all, look. Look. What's the beverage? Juice. Juice. Sugar water. I'm laughing because what else can you do? I'm laughing at the ridiculousness of it all. I'm going to eat healthy, then proceeds to eat a freaking Happy Meal. No nutrition here, none here, and certainly none here. But this is Chantal trying to sneak the fast food back into her content because she wants to make sure she gets her fix. And also, she wants to make sure that that 25% of people in her audience that like seeing her eat the fast food, they are not deprived. That they're not going to cry those sad little tears of, we miss you eating the fast food, Chantal. What happened to it? She doesn't want to lose those people. She wants to keep them around. So she's got to throw them a bone by eating the fast food on camera, even though there's not many of those people left and they are doing her no favors. Certainly, it's not doing her health any favors. But yeah, she did this. She did all of this. She's really healthy, you guys. She's so incredibly healthy. Yes, she is. Oh, God. Let's go back to her. Miss, I'm going to be healthy, but yet not.
Because I don't like feeling like I can't do things. I hate that feeling. And I don't like feeling unwell and so focused on, oh my gosh, I'm having a hard time breathing, blah, blah, blah.
That's how you can tell right there that she doesn't take her health seriously. Just the dismissive way she talks about breathing. Oh, breathing, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Chantal, breathing is very important. It's very important to breathe. If you can't breathe, then you're going to be not alive. You need to breathe. So why are you being so dismissive about breathing? Oh, breathing, blah, blah, blah. Well, if you're not breathing, what's the alternative? If you're breathing, you're on this side of the grass. If you're not, you're on the other side where you can't see sunshine. So you might want to consider breathing very important.
I really don't like that. So I don't really like iceberg lettuce anymore. It's just so flavorless.
Why didn't you order a spinach salad? Spinach is a lot healthier. Iceberg lettuce, yeah, it tastes okay. There's not much nutritional value in that. It's pretty much worthless. Should have gone with a spinach salad.
Mm. Mushroom sauce is good. But yeah, I have some really nice, huge, juicy mangoes. Can't wait to have one. Mm. I didn't really have to force myself to order. healthy food tonight. I was like literally just like craving.
No, you weren't. Why are you lying? You would have a lot more success in getting healthy if you just told the truth. Just tell the truth. You can come on camera and tell the truth. You can tell your audience, look, I love my fast food. I love my rice. I love my pasta. I love my cheese. I love my sauces. I love the processed burgers. And switching over to something completely different that I actually have to chew the food, it's difficult for me. This is going to be difficult. Just be honest with yourself and be honest with your audience. You don't have to come on camera and act like you love vegetables. We know you don't.
Like in the car, I'm like thinking of what to have for dinner, and I was like, I'm craving chicken and broccoli.
No,
So
you're
I was
not.
like, there you go,
Never. You're a liar.
order it.
No, you're lying.
Because of my health, I just get tired very easily if I do too much. So I'm at my limit for today.
So you went to the store and you walked up and down like what, 3 flights of stairs, and you are tuckered out. That would scare the crap out of me, y'all. If my energy level was so low that I could barely do anything and it's like that every day, that would scare the crap out of me. Like, something is seriously wrong here. This is not normal. She's not even 40 years old and her energy level is so bad she can do the simplest of things. But I think she likes the fact that she can't do very much, because by not being able to do very much, nobody can really ask her to do a lot, you see. Like, don't expect Chantal to clean an entire house or do a lot of vigorous things, because she's not going to be able to. She can always say, I'm tired and I can't do much. Look at me. Look at how big I am. You know, I can't do it. You do it. You know, like, that's her. It's a way for her to beg off from doing anything for herself or anybody else.
Otherwise, yeah, this is something I could easily cook, chicken and vegetables.
And
But
why don't you?
there's no easy.
I mean, seriously, look what's on her plate. What is it? There was no reason for her to order this as takeout. It makes no sense. What are we looking at? We're looking at a salad. You can't make your own salad at home. Some chicken with some gravy on it, and some, looks like it's steamed or boiled vegetables. All of that she could have made at home within just like 15 minutes. And instead, she wasted money on takeout for no random reason.
Easily when you feel like I do sometimes. Even at the store, I was like hitting my limit because we were walking around for quite some time.
I doubt that. I seriously doubt that's true. Knowing Chantal and her lack of stamina, does anybody believe they were in there for more than, say, 15 minutes? They probably went in just to get some footage of her being in there. Then she went straight to the car, sat in the air conditioning while Salah did all the shopping. I mean, she did confess to us a while back that when they would do the grocery shopping, she would sit in the car and he would be the one to run all the errands. She did not want to be away from the AC for too long. They went into that store just to get footage of her being in there and acting like she's doing something. Then she went and sat in the car and waited for him.
I'm getting some things for the apartment. I got a rug and some other things. And
Yeah, about that. I watched that vlog. You have the worst sense in style, Chantal. For clothing, for furnishings, you do not know how to decorate. what is wrong with you? You have no sense of style or aesthetic at all. You pick the ugliest things to wear and the ugliest, cheapest things for your apartment. Anytime I look at you, anytime I look at the apartment, it screams, I don't care what it is, as long as it's cheap, get it. It's not about making sure things match or things are attractive and they're cohesive and they look good. It's about just buy whatever is cheapest and call it a day. You put no sense of care into your home or yourself at all.
All those stairs without sitting. Normally I take a sip break in between or something. It was like nowhere to sit.
Well, you're not supposed to sit in a store, you're supposed to shop. You're supposed to go in there and shop, get what you're going to get, and get out. It's not a park with benches and you sit and lounge for a bit. You go in, you get what you need to get, you pay for it, you're gone. You wonder why Salah doesn't do much with you? Is because he can't do much with you. Everywhere the two of you go, there has to be requirements. Has to be air conditioned. Has to be cool. You can't get too hot. Can't have any stairs. Must have an elevator. Must be able to get to the car really quickly. Have to have a place to rest if you get tired. Just all these different restrictions and requirements required just to hang around you. You don't see how much of a burden you can become with all of that going on? How boring that would be to be with somebody like that?
So at the cash, I started feeling a little bit like I was gonna be sick. I wasn't even really hot, like I wasn't sweaty. So I just felt ill. Maybe I overexerted myself. I did do a lot today. I did a lot of physical housework, like cleaned out all the
Who are you trying to kid? You don't do housework, you don't do anything. It's just you and Salah, the cat, and the hamster. What all is there to do? According to you, Chantal, you do housework every day. If you do housework every day, there shouldn't be much to do. Unless you're so filthy and disgusting that you create quite the mess that you then have to clean up. But if you're doing the housework every day and you're doing the maintenance housework, shouldn't take that long. And if you get tired out from doing housework because you're filthy, maybe not be filthy, maybe learn to keep things cleaner and you wouldn't get so tired picking up after yourself.
or closet closed, closets reorganized it. My abayas.
You only have 5 of them. How much organizing do you need with 5 abayas?
I organized my dresser, and then his clothes needed it bad.
Why?
So I reorganized that closet.
I'm sorry. You're not his mother. He's a grown man. He can't organize his own clothes. He can't put his own clothes in the drawers. What are you doing it for? You're not his mom. So why are you acting like his mom? If he has his clothes in a drawer in a certain way, leave him alone. You don't need to act like his mother. Next thing you know, she'll be like laying out his outfit for the day and telling him to get up and go to school.
I don't have much left to do, alhamdulillah.
I could tell she did not like this meal. You want to know how I know? Just, y'all look. We know our girl, Chantal. We've seen her put away an entire double quarter pounder with cheese in a matter of like 6 bites. Yet, look, there's food still left on that one plate. It's not gone yet, and there's still salad over there, and we're like 11 minutes in. She did not like this meal. Whenever you have somebody in front of you that they don't like the food, they'll sit there and like they'll swish it around on their plate. They won't exactly eat it. That's what she's doing.
They had French onion soup at this restaurant, and I was like, the sodium, I really have to watch it. I don't want to.
Maybe that's another reason why you felt sick in the store, Chantal. You like sodium, you like sugar. Those things are going to drive your blood pressure way up there. Maybe that's what made you feel ill. I don't know. I'm not your doctor, but again, if you're in a store and just climbing a set of stairs makes you feel dizzy and sick, that's your body screaming at you to stop being stupid and give it a break. Give it a slight break. If you can't give it an all the way break, give it a slight break and back away from the sodium and the salt.
Want to die. I really, really don't want to die young. This carrot's stubborn. I want to live a long time to make people mad. No, I'm just kidding. I want to live a.
You know what? If you want to live a long time to make people mad, if that is your motivation, if that's the angle you want to take with it, if that helps you be healthy, go for it. Find an angle, find a reason, find a way, and make it happen. Because getting on YouTube and doing the food videos is not going to help you be happy. It's not going to help you be healthy. And it's certainly not going to promote you living a long time. You can't have one foot on one road of change and the other foot staying on the same road that you're on and expect to walk. You got to have both feet in front of you walking in the same direction. You can't have one side and half of the other side. You got to pick a side.
a long, long time.
Stop playing with your food, Chantal, and eat it.
You know. So, in a few days, I should be caught up with everything, and you guys will get some good content headed your way. Well, I mean, a lot of you just like these videos, A lot of you don't, but
Who likes these videos? I want to meet these people. Who goes to Chantal's channel and looks for these videos? And why do you look for these videos? I really want to meet you. I want to talk to you. And I want to ask you why you come to Chantal's channel and look for the food videos, because it's the same food over and over. And when she gets in front of the camera, she's not presenting the food in an appealing way, and she's not talking about it in an appealing way and talking about the ingredients and how it's made and the history of the dish. She's not adding layers to make it interesting. It's just her sitting with the same boring background in front of her camera, eating her meal, not talking, just chewing and making those disgusting eating sounds. Please let me know what's appealing about that. I think the only people that would like these videos are people that are into the eating fetish. And they know she likes food. And so they're looking at her to eat the food for them to satisfy the fetish. But anybody else who might be a foodie, a real foodie, not a food fetishist, a real foodie, like they wouldn't find this appealing. or anybody looking at foods from across the world that are looking for healthy dishes or something different. And even if they're not there in person, they want the experience of almost being there in person. They wouldn't like these videos. It wouldn't give them much to go on. So, who is watching these videos that actually likes them? I want to know. They're boring to me. I'm not being hateful saying that. They are freaking boring. Same background, same person, same lack of interesting conversation. The food always looks bland. There's nothing exciting about it. I think Chantal just says that because she's trying to fool herself into thinking that this boring content is interesting to some people when it actually isn't. She just simply wants to do it because it's easy to do and she can put it on YouTube and make money with it. And as long as she can do that, she's not going to change her content at all.
I can't make everyone happy. You know?
You know, that's absolutely true. You can't make everybody happy. You can make yourself happy. So, are you happy doing this kind of content? Are you happy? Are you healthy? Is this really what you want to do? You have a big channel, but are you happy with your channel? Are you happy with yourself? Are you living life? Because I don't think you are. I think you're doing the basic bare minimum to make money, to keep everything that's in your life right now going. But without that paycheck, without your channel, the whole house of cards would come down. You know how precarious your world is, Chantal. You know how finely balanced it is that one thing falls down, the whole thing's going to fall down around you. And yet, you won't do what you need to do to make sure they're going to be okay. You're not interested in a plan B, C, and D. You just stick to plan A and you're not thinking beyond that, but that's on you. You're 39 years old. You should know better. It's up to you to figure things out, not for me to tell you to figure things out. So, what's going to happen is what's going to happen.
Very healthy. Ever since the nausea weird episode at the store, I have not really been too hungry, so this is perfect.
You know, I'm noticing something as far as her going out and doing things. Every time she has to go out and do something, every time she has to walk around, she gets a headache. She gets dizzy. She's out of breath. Every single time. You know what that tells me, Chantal? That tells me you need to go get a physical, find out where you are on the inside. There might be some serious issues. You need to cut down on your calories. You need to drop some of that weight. Like, seriously, you need to drop at least 200 pounds. Stop gaining weight, start losing it. Maybe you're not in the condition right now where you can do much physically, but you can help yourself out by not consuming so many calories, and by just decreasing your amount of calories, you can start dropping some of that weight to make it easier to move.
I mean, I haven't been wanting something fried or not good for me, you know? I love chicken breast. So yeah, I was really nauseous, a bit dizzy, and I was like, So yes, this huge broccoli is going to take a lot of chewing, and I'm so tired.
Well,
Nope.
generally, Chantal, you're supposed to chew your food. You're not supposed to just stick it in your mouth and swallow it. Unless it's something like chicken broth or something. You're supposed to chew your food and, God forbid, taste your food. That's a new concept for you. Actually tasting what you put in your mouth. What a wild idea to actually taste what you put in your mouth. You put it in your mouth, you chew it, you might actually taste it.
No butter. It's alright. My palm is itchy. Slippage. I'm not wearing one of my new hijabs right now. I can't wait for the winter here. It's gonna be so much more bearable. Just walking to the store, like the heat, it was like windy, and it was like a literal hot.
I am so tired of her complaining about the heat. How many times are we going to hear about how hot it is in Kuwait? Her complaining is ridiculous. You move to Kuwait, it's the desert. Yeah, it's going to be hot. How can you complain about going somewhere knowing it's the desert and the desert gets hot? Idiot.
Like a hot heat, like a heater. And all the sand was blowing in my eyes. I'm like, welcome to Kuwait. I mean, it is the desert, so.
Yeah.
I was really thinking about this today. I was like, I turned this a lot, and I'm like, isn't life wonderful? Isn't the earth beautiful? Like, think of all the different cultures, different geographical regions, and I just have a new love for life.
Are you teasing him again? Are you trying to put out the vibe that you care about yourself and you're going to change and you're going to get healthy and you're going to lose weight? Are you teasing Salah again, making him think that you care this time and you're going to lose the weight and you guys are actually going to travel? Well, maybe one day he'll figure out that you don't care, that you're just trying to keep him on the hook just a little bit longer.
I can't bring myself to eat this bland, sour. This dressing is sour. So the lettuce is like bland and sour. I want to eat this with my hands. It's like a tree. Anyway. I mean, there's so much to discover, like, in the world.
You're right, there is. The world is beautiful. There's so many places to see, there's so much to do. And you should feel a little bit sad, Chantal, because you've been on YouTube for how long and you've made how much money? Had you screwed your head on tight? Have you done the right thing? You could have seen some of it by now. You could have gone places. You could have met people. You could be a lot happier. You've missed out on a lot just by being stupid absolutely stupid with your money. And it's going to take a lot to fix you. I mean, let's really think about it for a minute. You're 500 plus pounds to get down to, say, 300 pounds. Let's just say back in the 300s. If a person can lose 100 pounds in a healthy way every year, it's going to take you at least 2 years to get down to 300s again. And then I'm sure because of that weight loss, you're going to have a lot of loose skin. At some point, if you lost enough weight, you're going to need skin removal surgery, which is expensive. This isn't counting any kind of dental surgery you might need because your teeth are in crappy shape. To fix you and to put you in healthy shape would take a lot of money and a lot of time. So think about that. Think about the damage you've done to yourself. And because you've done so much damage, it's going to take a lot to even just fix a margin of it and just maybe not do any more damage than what you've already done.
If I can just focus on this goal of wanting to travel, I know I'll get there. It's like a motivation. I like peas now. I used to hate them. I'm so tired. I feel like I did maybe overexerted myself a bit. Alhamdulillah. I'm done. Um, yeah. That was good. I'm like happy because like normally if I go out and I encounter some kind of like physical limitation it discourages me and makes me want to comfort eat. So I'm glad I chose something healthy.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. If you go out and you experience something where you have physical problems with, say, walking or walking around or doing something, you're going to go home and comfort eat? I mean, I get that you're not going to be happy with experiencing that distress or that difficulty, but does comfort eating help that? I mean, think about what you're doing. You go out and let's just say you're at the beach with Salah, or you're at the store with Salah, or even by yourself, and you're having trouble getting up those stairs. You're not feeling good about it. So going home and comfort eating, you're doing the thing that's going to cause you to gain more weight, which is going to lead to what? More difficulty doing that thing that you're having trouble doing. So you're adding to the issue, not subtracting. You're making the issue worse. The comfort eating is what got you in trouble in the first place, Chantal. And I've said this in other reacts, I will say it again. You could eat all the food in the world. You could eat every burger, every French fry, everything in every fast food restaurant and stuff all that food down your gullet at once. You're using the wrong medicine for the wrong problem. You're using something physical to try to fix something that might be mental, psychological, or emotional. The problems are in your brain, not your stomach. When you stuff your stomach, that feeling of fullness, when you feel full for a time, you are distracted from whatever things you might be thinking about or things that you're feeling that might make you feel distressed. So the fullness in your stomach, it's just distracting for a moment, but for a moment only. And whatever issues you have in your mind, they're still there. Do you see where you're messing up? You've been filling up your stomach repeatedly over and over and over again. Have any of your problems gone away? No. Has any of that food fixed them? No. So why continue doing it? You're using food as an escape, but you're not really escaping. You're just distracting. To escape from the problems, you have to solve the problems. You have to fix them. You have to recognize them and sit down and have dinner with them and say, okay, I'm looking at you. What's going on here? Can we have a talk? Can we have some coffee together? Can we have a conversation? And then your problem looks at you and says, sure, let's talk about it. And then you work it out. And then once you work it out and fix it, it leaves the room. You don't have to deal with it anymore. But you'd rather run out of the room and not talk to the problem. And as long as you run out of the room, it's still sitting in the room saying, hey, I'm going to stand here until she deals with me. So learn to deal with things rather than escaping temporarily from things. Because those problems in your mind, wherever you go in the world, they stay with you until you find a way to make them leave you alone.
And that's kind of just how I take it day by day, like minute by minute, meal by meal. You know, sometimes I make good decisions, sometimes not. Anyways, guys, thank you for having dinner with me.
Okay, blah, blah, blah. She's done. Let's see. I like this. Eliza says, I think one problem is that you're used to only eating whatever it is you're craving in that moment. Most times, we have to eat what we have around, even if we're not necessarily totally in the mood for it. Not every meal needs to be the absolute ideal, hot, delicious restaurant dish. Sometimes you got to just make a peanut butter sandwich and get on with your day. But in order to do that, you need other things in your day that are more important to you than food or scrolling on TikTok. Yes to all of that. Sometimes you're hungry and you're like, hey, I'm hungry, but I really don't want to cook. But let me just find something to make do so my stomach stops growling at me and move the F on with things. And yet, Chantal, food is her only comfort. It is the focus of her day. So she has to be surrounded by massive amounts of food she didn't really need. Apple says no matter how many times you move the broccoli around on your plate, it's not going to turn into a French fry. Nope. No, it's not magically going to change at all. People giving her advice about food, she's not going to take it. Look at all these people in your comment section trying to be helpful to you, Chantal. You don't even listen to them. Blah, blah, blah. All these people in the comments that care more about Chantal than she cares about herself. This is sad. All right. So I guess that's it for this react. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and post it, move on to the next one. Hope you guys have a great day and please take care of yourselves. Bye bye.